Alright, so this first guy I've got is Ryan Hua. I didn't know too much about him, just doing take a grip. Pretty quick first one, I was happy to get through that one fairly unscathed.
Okay.
Jacob's a pro and it makes me nervous.
Nah, the pros are the ones that went to East vs West, man.
Next up we've got Josh James. So Josh, later in the tournament, I was super impressed. He was taking down some big names. He took down some of the guys like Alfred, and that was a massive win for him. So I was very impressed with Josh at this tournament. You can see here, just getting up over top, adjusting to get the cup in for the pin, but I did... Sorry, he elbow fouled just before I pinned. I was trying to see if it might have been a loss and losing, a foul and losing position, but no, Tom wants to rerun it. Once again, going for the low hand top roll. Got a bit more cup in on the initiation.
I had to really navigate that first one, especially.
So next up, we've got Alfred. Now, Alfred, I'm always super intimidated by. Super strong hand. You do not want to sink in a hook with Alfred Corker. I don't think I've ever seen him lose in a hook. The only person who's been close with him is SK. The SK has been biasing towards top roll more recently. I was saying he's feeling very scary in that setup. Super scary guy to pull against. Now I've got SK. Now I had to be super serious with him because I know how strong he is. He actually flash pinned Gary at Nationals last year. So very high level. I was not happy with that setup. I felt like he had hand control. I just managed to stick it on the back pressure through the bottom strap.
Straighten that before I close it.
Got a little bit of a better setup the second one, so he didn't get the initial drive.
Oh, come on, I was about to freaking...
But he elbow fouled just before the pin. Oh, I hate these restart fouls, man.
Thumbs down.
They suck so much.
You're already back pressuring him. Bracket on the bit.
I was happy to keep going. He was the one that fouled. I was happy to keep going with that. Hopefully we can get a clean one. So he got the initial drive. I was able to get over the top, but man, that was only 1 or 2% in that hand position. Now we go to the final. So SK will have to pin me twice here to get the win. I'm just going for the same lane that I felt before.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's like we're gonna do take a grip.
The center's good. The grip is good. He might dump. Yes, I can see that. I just need both of these.
Tom's happy. We can see both thumb knuckles.
Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just that straight up.
Feeling a lot of pressure. He gets the initial drive, but I get a bit of hand control. Have to adjust, get cup for the pin.
That's always super close.
Yeah, only like 2% in that hand position. It was very close. Had to navigate that one carefully. Very happy to come away with that gold. Queensland has a very high level. That was definitely a tougher class
Yeah, SK.
than the 80s in New South Wales.
Good shit, SK. You too, man. That second one special, I was like navigating that. Nearly went in a hook.
Left on 80-95. Queensland, can he do it again in the 95? Right now, though, he is our Queensland state champion. Under 80 kilos.
Yeah, the under 80 class here, very tough. For Alfred to not even medal, that just shows the level up at Queensland.
Okay, so when I close this, under his
So now I've got Daniel Tan. He's a Sydney boy. I think he's relatively new. I think he might not even be 1 year in yet.
Back it off, back it off, back it off.
So I'm hoping
We'll close this.
I'm able to,
We'll start this
with the experience, I might be able to get him. So outer strap looking pretty good, but he's again elbow fouling. It's like that could have been over with just running fouls. Running fouls so superior. Just takes more time, makes the tournament take twice as long with these restart fouls.
It's good pressure, man. Really good up top, yeah.
Now Gary So I beat Gary a few weeks ago at New South Wales Champs. I know he's looking to get revenge here, so I'm going for the same move initially, a press, but he's countering with a lot of side pressure, doing exactly what he should be to counter a press.
We need to rotate out. Shoulder.
So we need to rotate out. So you need to have a fist width between your shoulder and your hand. So it actually had to back to a top roll because I thought I was a shoulder width, a hand's width away, but I wasn't, apparently.
Gary's saying, I want to. Yeah, Gary's got his flat. You need to get yours flat.
I thought mine was pretty flat there as well.
Go!
So I'm getting just a little bit of hand position in the slip. My microphone actually came off. So now again, Gary and I were switching. We were like going inside, outside in the setup. I kept putting shoulder in, fatiguing my shoulder, so then went back to top roll, switching back and forward. We blew ourselves up so much in the setup. It was ridiculous.
I'm going to close Jacob first. Do not put pressure.
So I don't know what Dimmy is talking about. I thought my wrist was pretty straight there.
Close your thumbs. Do not rise.
I didn't. I literally closed flat.
Close your thumbs. I'm going to close Jacob first, like I said. High or low?
High.
Do not move. Don't move. Shoulders don't move.
I didn't move. Ben still. I think we're on a warning each here.
Don't close. Don't close. Sorry. High or low?
Super tense in the setup.
Up.
I haven't moved my wrist. He's happy now. Getting up over top. I thought my wrist was pretty straight. Gary's not happy with that setup though, but he's got the stop on his bone line. This is the exact reverse of 2022 ACT champs when I was in the same position Gary's in. I'm separating from my arm there. That is not good. I bring my shoulder back up to get more of a shoulder angle, but he's super tight to his frame, slowly fatiguing me, doing what he needs to, waiting for the right moment. I do a regrip here, and separate more, so he times it perfectly. He's super happy to get that revenge after New South Wales champs. Always good to have a match with Gary. It's always super close. So now we've got John Lamana. I don't know much about this guy, but after that match with Gary, you can see I'm so gassed. My top roll is not there at all, so the only thing I had at this point was my shoulder. My forearm and bicep was completely gassed up, so top roll was not at all an option. Luckily, from last year's New South Wales champs, I got taught a lesson that if you get gassed, you got to swap to a vector that is not gassed, so that you can actually put as much force down as you can. So for me, at this point, that was shoulder. About to start. I just want to get started. These long setups are killing me. I just want close your thumbs, close your hands, go. These setups are not doing me any good.
I'm going to close Jacob's thumb first.
This is why I do runs, because my cardio is so stressed after a match like that. Like, I was breathing hard the whole time.
High or low?
So it looks like it's about to start. So I get the shoulder in, and that was enough.
Oh, man.
Yeah, had to be quick there. The hand was feeling unstable. Now Aiden. So we bring it back. Aiden's smart. He's pushing side pressure and set up to try and counter it, but I had just a little bit too much. Still a little bit of a gap in Aiden's game there, which we'll try and work out. I was already... So now massive one, Ruben Jennings. He was cooking my hand.
Surely it's on my side. Center's my side, surely.
Ruben, wrist. Are we center?
Yeah.
Damn it.
So apparently we're center there.
Just a little bit.
So I'm basically having to flop my hand back because of my shoulder position. I'm trading shoulder for hand. So again, I'm getting so gassed. I'm getting so gassed.
Why? It felt good. I know it felt good for you.
Oh yeah, Ruben definitely getting the hand control here. Oh, having a flop. Yeah, my cup was pretty blown up.
Gonna rotate out, rotate out.
I was not happy with the hand control, but the shoulder enough. I did not expect that at all. Because I know how close Ruben and Tuxworth are.
Bro, thank you for the match, bro.
That was definitely my biggest one of the tournament. Now we've got Josh Hampson. So he's looking thick in this tournament. His arms. Yeah, I'm trying to recuperate as much of my energy as I can. So shoulders looking good, so I'm going to try and press Josh. You can see my shoulders forward, because again, like my top roll didn't quite feel there yet. Yeah, Josh rightly call and carve, that's smart of him.
Straighten it, hold it.
I'm trying.
I will close that.
So I get my shoulder in, but he's just got his cup in, and he's starting to bring it back. And so I do the filthiest. That's my first WAF foul that I've ever done. I was actually proud of it, because normally in the moment I do not think of like lifting my elbow for a foul. So because that didn't work, I decided to go for a top roll here. I decided my top roll had recovered enough that I might be able to do it. It fails, so I try to put the shoulder back in. And yeah, he's able to overcome me. Josh feeling pretty strong. I think he ends up going on to beat Gary as well, so he's definitely a force in Australian arm wrestling. So who we got now? Pete Irish. I did actually have a match with Ermin. This is now the heavyweights. This is the heavyweight. So I managed to get Pete, but that one really hurt my elbow. You can see there, I'm not happy. And now we got Tim O'Sullivan. So I was saying I had a match with Ermin as well, so he beat me in that. We didn't get the footage for that. Now we've got Tim O'Sullivan, another pretty big guy. I decided to go for top roll again because my shoulder's starting to get gassed up. It's pretty hurt from that last match. And I'm not even able to slip. Just he's saying I'm gassed. Yeah, honestly, my top roll's probably pretty gassed there. So now, the right arm. Can we fulfill the prophecy of Taryn Broad's song? Chad historically has had a little bit of a gap that I've been able to exploit up top. So see if I can still do that. So I was able to get the top spot. Chad going for the flop press. So now we're in strap. Let's see if I can get the top roll. I get a little bit of hand, but he's got so much side drive. I can't get the control I needed to put the brakes on. So Chad's definitely on a big progression upwards. Really cool to see. So now we've got this guy called Jake Sin. Again, I didn't know too much about Jake. I don't think I've seen him. I haven't competed with him before. So I do manage to get hand control. It's relatively close. I think if he put his cap backwards, he would have got that extra 5% that he needed. And now we've got Nick Hines. So I know he's been in the scene for a while. That's a name I recognize. I don't think I've ever versed him before from memory. I'm going for a top roll here as well. But my pronation on right hasn't been really locked in this tournament. I'm kind of more just using that bottom strap. It just doesn't feel the same as my left. It's so annoying.
Not move from there. Do not move. Take it high or low.
I don't have the side pressure that my left does. Just pulling on that bottom strap as much as I can because I don't feel the hands locked in. I do get his cup back a little bit, but the side drive too much. I can't counter that. The prophecy is fulfilled. I nearly go 0-2 on right.
He's cursed with a stronger left hand. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Every competition a reminder of what he can and can't